rise into your greatness. Reclaiming your life, your heart, and your voice is not something that happens in a single moment, nor is it a transformation that arrives with fireworks, applause, or a sudden clarity that sweeps away all doubt. Reclaiming yourself is quiet work, deep work, soul work, the kind that requires you to sit with your truth, honor your wounds, and walk back into your own power, one small, brave step at a time. And the first thing I want you to understand on this journey is that nothing about you is lost forever. Not the version of you that used to dream boldly, not the version of you that used to feel deeply, not the version of you that used to laugh with your whole chest, or love without fear, or speak up even when your voice trembled. Life may have dimmed those parts of you, covered them, quieted them, or pushed them into the background, but they are still there. They are waiting. They are alive beneath the weight of everything you've carried. And today, we begin the slow, sacred work of lifting that weight off your spirit so the real you can breathe again. Because somewhere along the way, something happened. Maybe it was heartbreak. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was failure. Maybe it was a disappointment so heavy it reshaped the way you saw yourself. Maybe you gave your heart to someone who mishandled it. Maybe you trusted someone who wasn't ready to hold your truth. Maybe you stood in rooms where your voice was ignored or dismissed, and slowly you shrank yourself to fit spaces that were too small for the enormity of who you are. Or maybe life simply overwhelmed you. Responsibilities stacked up, expectations piled on, and somewhere beneath it all, you forgot what it felt like to belong to yourself. And I want you to hear me right now. You are coming home to yourself again. You are returning, you are rising, you are remembering. Because life did not take anything from you that cannot be rebuilt, reborn, or reclaimed with the right amount of intention, compassion, and belief. Even the parts of you that feel broken are not beyond repair. They are simply waiting to be understood, strengthened, and transformed. Reclaiming your life starts with one truth. You deserve to know yourself intimately, honestly, and fully. You deserve to know what lights you up, what drains you, what hurts you, what heals you, what you desire, what you fear, and what you are worthy of receiving. You deserve to hear your own inner voice louder than the noise of the world. You deserve to trust yourself enough to choose what aligns with your soul instead of what pleases others. And for far too long, you have put yourself second, third, last, giving and giving until you ran out of pieces to give. But today we pause. Today we breathe. Today you begin reclaiming your place in your own life. And with that reclamation comes the rediscovery of your heart, the part of you that feels, that hopes, that believes in possibilities, even when the world feels heavy. Your heart has been bruised, maybe even shattered, in ways that made you wonder if it was safe to open again. But healing is not about pretending the past didn't hurt you. Healing is about choosing to grow around the pain instead of living inside it. Your heart is stronger than the moments that wounded it. Your heart is wiser than the people who didn't value it. And your heart is braver than the circumstances that tried to silence it. There is a softness in you that is not weakness. There is a tenderness in you that is not vulnerability. And there is a strength in you that has carried you through every single moment you thought you would never survive. But now, in this moment, it's time to reclaim your voice, the voice that was silenced by fear, judged by others, or buried under years of self-doubt. Your voice is not just the words you speak, it is the truth you carry. It is the boundaries you enforce. It is the dreams you declare. It is the power you step into when you decide you are no longer shrinking, hiding, or apologizing for who you are. Your voice is your identity, your intuition, your inner compass. and it has been waiting for you to trust it again. So when we talk about reclaiming your life, your heart, and your voice, what we are really talking about is reclaiming your wholeness, reclaiming the pieces of you that you abandoned for survival, reclaiming the parts of you that you dimmed to make others comfortable, reclaiming the dreams you left behind because you thought you were unworthy, reclaiming the love you withheld from yourself, reclaiming the hope you packed away, reclaiming the fire in your spirit, the clarity in your mind, and the courage in your soul. Reclaiming yourself means you stop waiting for someone else to save you. You stop waiting for closure. You stop waiting for apologies. You stop waiting for permission. You realize the life you want is built by the choices you make, the standards you set, the boundaries you honor, and the belief you cultivate within yourself. You realize you are the author of your story, not the world, not the past, not the people who walked away. And the moment you take the pen back into your own hands, everything begins to change. Reclaiming your life means you give yourself permission to evolve, to grow beyond the limits people placed on you, to outgrow old versions of yourself that no longer reflect your truth, to release identities that were built from pain instead of purpose, to step into a future that is aligned with who you are becoming, not who you were forced to be. Reclaiming your heart means you allow yourself to feel again, not blindly, not recklessly, but courageously. You allow yourself to hope without fearing disappointment. You allow yourself to trust without expecting betrayal. You allow yourself to love without abandoning yourself. And most importantly, you allow yourself to receive the kind of love that honors your soul, not the kind that drains it. Reclaiming your voice means you speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. You stand up for yourself, even if it's uncomfortable. You choose yourself, even if others don't understand. You listen to your intuition, your wisdom, your spirit. You stop minimizing on your needs, your desires, your worth, and you start expressing yourself from a place of confidence rather than fear. This is your season of reclamation, your season of remembering who you were before the world told you who you should be, your season of returning to the home within yourself, your season of rising from the ashes of everything that tried to break you, your season of rediscovering the woman or man you were always meant to become. You are stepping into a new chapter, one where you no longer live small, stay silent, or settle for less. One where you no longer allow your past to dictate your future. One where you heal, grow, expand, shine, and walk with your head high because you finally see yourself clearly again. And I want you to know this: reclaiming yourself is not a one-time event. It is a daily choice, a daily devotion, a daily practice of choosing you. And you are worthy of choosing. You are worthy of coming home to. You are worthy of meeting with love, patience, grace, and forgiveness. You are worthy of living a life that feels like joy, peace, alignment, and purpose. This is only the beginning, and I'm walking with you every step of the way.